if you binge watch the Food Network, always have room for a second helping, and can't resist free samples at Costco, probably have a very healthy appreciation of food.
I was thinking, oh man,
Yeah,
that's
no,
me.
it's okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
If the act of eating or hoarding your favorite meals are consuming your thoughts and changing your daily routines and relationships, there might be something more serious going on. Joining us now, psychologist Dr. Cali Estes. She's the founder of the Addictions Coach. Welcome back. Good to see you.
Good morning.
Morning.
So I feel at times like I must be addicted to potato chips, for example. I see potato chips, it's hard for me to resist.
Right.
What's the difference between, overeating, which is something I occasionally do, and food addiction?
So food addiction and overeating are very, very different. Overeating, think Thanksgiving. You ate too much, you feel full, you're uncomfortable, but tomorrow you're back to normal, right? You don't eat like that every day.
Right.
Food addicts have an obsessive component to it, a punishment component to it, and an emotional release component to it you don't have with your potato chips.
Maybe I do, but anyway.
For example, on a Monday, they're going to plan what they're going to eat on Friday. And they're going to plan maybe a donut run. And an overeater might have 1 donut, 2 donuts, maybe 3.
Right.
They're going to buy 12. And they're going to know which 12 they want. They're going to pick them out online. They're going to think about it all week. They're going to obsess about it. They're going to go and get it, and then they're going to eat all 12 in their car. Then they're going to feel guilt, shame, remorse. They're going to punish themselves the next day by maybe not eating at all and working out. And the interesting thing, because you brought up potato chips, is there's a serotonin dopamine connection between certain foods and the brain and not others. You don't binge on broccoli, do you?
No.
No. Wish I did.
Yeah, potato chips and cookies.
Yeah.
There are certain chemicals in there that react to your brain to want more. It's why you don't have a handful of potato chips, you have the whole bag.
What is it? What's in there?
It's all kinds of additives, and it makes your tongue go, ooh, this tastes really good.
Yeah.
And your brain goes, this is amazing, because serotonin and dopamine is the happy chemical.
Right.
And you want more and more and more, but you don't have that with broccoli.
Yeah.
You don't have that with bananas.
Okay, here's the question. Of course, you want your fruits and vegetables as clean as possible. But I mean, if it really, a little bit of additive makes me want to eat a ton of broccoli, would that be such a bad thing?
Not a bad thing. Much better than
Why don't they do that?
Well,
That's a bigger question.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take up on another occasion.
All right, different
But
topic.
it's an idea.
It's an idea.
It's an idea.
Yeah.
Now, you yourself struggled with food addiction for
I
many
did.
years.
Correct.
So what was that experience like for you, and what did you learn from that? And is that something that you will continually struggle with?
Correct. So for most food addicts, it's dealt in trauma. Something happened in the childhood. My father was very abusive, and I learned to stuff my feelings down. So I would eat and eat and eat, which made me feel better. So you have to imagine me sitting on the floor with a double-layer cake, my hands in the cake, eating the cake with my hands and crying, cake on me, cake on the dog, cake on the walls. I mean, that's what it was like. And I thought that was normal. It started around age 8, and around 14, I went to the doctor. And the psychologist said, well, you don't really qualify for an eating disorder because the DSM, how we diagnose mental health, you're not binging and purging, so you're not bulimic, and you're not restricting, so you're just fat. And they sent me to the fat doctor. I was 60 pounds overweight.
Wow.
And he put me on diet pills.
All right, you've recently launched the Certified Food Addiction Coach Program. It's designed to teach individuals how to spot and overcome food addiction. Tell us more about that.
Exactly. So there's so many components. There's hiding food, there's obsessing over food, there's a detox component because food pings the brain like cocaine and detox is like heroin. These are all things people don't know. So the certification course is for other coaches to learn how to help people that may or may not have a food addiction because it's not really diagnosed and treated like you would a drug or alcohol problem.
Yeah.
So for viewers watching at home that maybe go, you know what, I suffer from this too. What steps can they take today to start to combat it?
Start with a food mood journal. Write down what you eat, when you eat it, and how you feel. And if there's a tie between emotion and overeating and emotion in certain foods like potato chips, you might have a food addiction, and then call a professional and have an evaluation.
All right. Cali Estes, a clinical psychologist, author, and founder of the Addictions Coach. For more information, you can check out our website and follow her on social media. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much.